Well,
this happened?
it's only going to get worse. So, I think it's somewhat ironic that yesterday, there was a Commerce subcommittee meeting on the legislation for data breaches and notifications. But I just think a company like Anthem and many other companies fail to spend enough money to upgrade, their systems, their security, their firewalls.
So there are things that they could do to prevent this from happening.
I don't know for sure yet, but we do know that the hackers were able to gain access to their servers. So, when was the last time that they upgraded anything in terms of their IT security?
Who does this affect? Well, we don't know if anyone in New Jersey was actually affected because Anthem, from what we're trying to find out, Anthem has not told us. They're not saying how many people are where.
Exactly, but people in New Jersey could be affected because there are affiliate companies through Anthem that are also, now been exposed, and that's about 67 million people. The 37 million people that are directly enrolled with Anthem are for sure have been affected.
What do you mean by affiliate companies?
Affiliate companies, third-party vendors that work with Anthem, doctors, hospital networks, things like that. So,
what do we need? First off, if you're concerned that you might have been affected by this breach, what should you do immediately?
You should get a copy of a credit report. Take a look at it. Obviously, look for any red flags, accounts that don't belong to you, addresses, recently added addresses that you have never lived at. So one of the things that the identity thieves do is they try to establish a completely new identity, and they'll use a different name, a different address, but they're going to use your social security number. So look at the report, and then, unfortunately, in today's day and world, you really need to be involved in a credit monitoring program that also has the resolution services, because people always say, Paul, what if I get the alert that somebody just tried to open up a credit card or multiple cards, or they're leasing a car or buying a house? So the average person doesn't know what to do. So make sure you have some type of resolution service that goes along with the credit monitoring. And I say it's unfortunate because the free services that are out there are just inadequate. So people are going to wind up having to pay anywhere from $10 to $20 a month for that service. But it's the world we live in.
Yeah, tell me about a little more about these programs. These are not things that are offered through the government. These are not things that are offered, those free, like what I did, the free fraud.
The fraud alert, so if you've been affected, you might want to even go take it a step further and put a security freeze on your credit reports. And that means that no one, including you, would be able to gain access to your credit reports without first providing a PIN or a password. The fraud alert just says to creditors who are pulling your reports, go an extra step in terms of verifying that the person is who they say they are.
How would a credit report help me? Even if someone stole my information yesterday, could they have, with the credit report?
So that's where the monitoring comes in. The credit report is a snapshot in real time, and it might not help you if this is something that hasn't been reported yet. So that's where credit monitoring comes in. Once you provide the company with your information, if it's used in any way that's not consistent, you should get an alert via email or text.
Tell me more about these. Who does these monitoring programs that you would have to, I guess, pay for?
Well, the shameless plug would be Better Qualified, certainly provides free credit reports along with a monitoring service that really is, ours is only like $6.95 a month. So again, anywhere from $7-8. Some of the higher ones, like there's a LifeLock, most of the people know because they do so much marketing. But they're on the upper side, $20, lots of bells and whistles that I don't think you really need. You need to be alerted, and you need to have the resolution service. Someone that's going to help you. If someone's opened up the reports, what do I do? Well, you need to file a police report, and you need to contact the creditors. And, the average person spends about 2 years trying to undo what the identity thieves have done.
And is this what happened here, this breach? Do you think the company's doing enough to help? Do you think?
No, I think one of the things that I try and champion, and the things that we talk about, are all of the companies thus far, in my opinion, have fallen short in notifying the clients, customers on time, and then don't just provide a one bureau credit report. There's 3 bureaus, and so for that very reason, they need a 3 bureau credit monitoring solution and service. And how about letting them know they stole your email, Marcy? So be on the lookout for phishing emails that look like they're going to come from Anthem. And we know from Target and Neiman Marcus and Chase that the identity thieves emailed their clients, and people gave even more of their personal information because they weren't made aware that these phishing emails are going to come. They have your phone number. So be on the lookout for phone calls. How you doing? This is Paul Oster from Anthem. Listen, we're just checking on our customers to make sure you're okay. Can you please verify with us your social security number, bank account information? It goes on. And people are in panic mode. Maybe they're rushing to work. They got a kid crying. And all of a sudden they give this information. And then it really becomes a bad situation.
Okay. Anything else that you think that we need to bring up in this conversation for folks, whether you're a customer of Anthem or not?
Or not, right. So I think the biggest thing for people to realize is don't become numb to this. 2014 was the year of the data breach. Every other day you heard about and people say, well, it didn't hurt me yet. So what they need to realize is that the information is on the black market. It's being sold on the dark web. So it's only a matter of time before somebody buys it and uses it. And just because it hasn't happened yet, take the steps, be proactive in protecting yourself, because obviously the government can't do it, these companies can't do it, retailers can't do it. We lock our front doors, we lock our cars, we lock our phones, but we fail to lock our identities down. So take a couple of simple steps to protect yourself, and one of them being get involved in a credit monitoring program. Identity theft is the fastest growing crime, and it's going to continue to be that way because of our dependence on doing everything over the internet. So
a monitoring program, any other things? I guess keep an eye on your account, whether it's your checking account. I'm assuming
absolutely. You can call and have all of your account numbers changed. You don't have to close accounts and get new accounts, but have the account numbers changed. Change your PINs and passwords. And I say, this is my job. I preach this every day, and people don't do it. They hear it and they go, oh, but it's an inconvenience. But if you don't do it, believe me, it's a far bigger inconvenience if you become a victim of identity theft. So change your PINs and passwords, change your account numbers. You don't have to get new accounts, but certainly change them. And then obviously you're going to have to change, you're going to have to alert the creditors. Maybe you have auto draft and auto pay and all that stuff. But if it takes you an hour, you're done. If you're a victim of identity theft, like I said before, it could take you years, and it could be financially, devastating along the way.
And when you say change your account numbers, you mean like bank account, checking account, savings account, that's...
Absolutely. Bank accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, all of those banks and creditors will issue you new account numbers. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing, it's kind of related to it, but everyone has debit cards now. But when you go to the store, the default is for you to use it as a debit card because the retailer pays less money to process that transaction. Ask to use it as a credit card. So when you swipe your debit card now, it says, what's your PIN? No, cancel it out and say, I want to use it as a credit card, because you're afforded some more protections as opposed to a debit card that's linked directly to your checking and savings. So if they get that information, now they can backtrack into your checking account and savings account.